I did not know Duke Ravengard that well. But I am sure he would not want his son to become slave to Zariel for his sake. I am sure Will knows that. But we would do well to remind him when his days grow dark. Hope. The very hook from which these devils try to hang us. I have no answers. For you or for Will. But if Mizora means to linger with us, I mean to find out if devils do indeed sleep. And just how heavily. Nothing so grand. He was just another broken little Bhaal spawn, who tried to clamber to glory over the corpses of others. There was a time when he might have made more of himself. He was certainly given the chance after we threw him down, but he slunk back into his father's shadow instead. There is nothing more to say of him. You're sure? Later, then. I tell you not to get in trouble, but I suspect it will find you whether you like it or not.
Hey, you.
Hell yes.
Will gave up his father to have freedom. An understandable decision. Sacrifices must be made after all. Especially if the old Duke's fall means his rise. Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special. I guess I'll spend my evenings lounging here while you do all the hard work. It sounds awful.
On my way.
Let's talk. Are you sure? The blade stands at the ready. And just when things were warming up. Let's talk. That's the spirit.
The devil Mizora has made herself quite at home, hasn't she? Do make her feel as unwelcome as you can. It is done.
Aren't you the intrepid little adventurer, digging and diving where you don't belong? The Iron Throne, a ruin from the city's dark past that could become a template for a brighter future. It is a most useful tool for motivating my Gondian workforce. Key to the construction of the steel watch that keep the city safe. But like all tools, the moment it ceases to be useful, I will break it. Thanks to your trespassing, that moment may have come. Return to the docks, or the deaths of everyone inside will be on your conscience.
How many people are trapped within? How many lives will be lost?
That was a mistake. When the corpses start to wash up on the shore, remember, you could have prevented all of this.
All right, we're good to go.
Halt.
A cold, suckering wetness grasps at your mind. A voice, familiar to you from the Underdark, wraps itself around your brain.
You must act with haste. Duke Ravengard is held within these walls. He must be extracted. Normally, I would find your people's lust for pleasantries amusing. Unfortunately, we have no time. There are many hostages here. Duke Ravengard, chief among them. He needs your help. Do not concern yourself with me. The city will be best served if you save Duke Ravengard. Duke Ravengard is held in the security wing. Be careful. There are many hazards. This structure is collapsing. Act with speed. Act with efficiency. Good luck.
Destroy them, and quickly. We need to find my father.
Another fight. Let's go. Swift as my feet can carry me. Still alive. Hold on. I'm coming.
You and Baldur are all right. My deepest thanks to you.
My pet, I was hoping you'd bound along. A bargain's a bargain, and I've come to see it through. Mia Furia.
Kneel for me.
Exactly what you asked for. Now, stand back
And enjoy the show.
Need to hurry. Get away from these fish freaks.
I will aid you as much as I can, but hurry. We have little time.
Go! Run! I can make it. This is it. Go, go, go! Get running, lads. We might be rid of this shithole yet.
Aye, a chance. Quick, let's get out of here.
Well, so much for peace.
I will ascend.
Are we there? We can make it!
Keep going! Don't look back, whatever you do! Just a little more to go! Come on!
Nothing will stand in my way. Can't slow down. Ugh, time for some bloody work. Here we go.
I will ascend.
Another step forward. I wonder if this is worth the cost.
What's this?
Battle favors the fearless. Can't even catch my breath.
Calmness greets you upon exiting the submersible. Unlike the Iron Throne, you remain intact. So, it seems, will the families of all the hostages rescued from the throne. Duke Ravengard approaches you, looking confused.
He's tadpoled, but under my protection now, just like you. His mind is his own again.
Father. Will. Gods, it pains me to look at you. By Baldur's graces, why have the hells ordained you to save me?
Your tadpole resonates with Ravengard's. The exhausted Grand Duke is a flurry of emotion.
By every last hell, son, oh, my head!
Ravengard's head still aches so powerfully the pain seeps into you. The Absolute may be silenced, but the Duke's parasite still remains.
I know you have questions. Please, go to our camp. You'll be safe there. We'll talk soon enough.
Ravengard answers with silence. He and Will have much to discuss.
Gods, we made it! We actually made it!
Have to keep going.
I'll save you! Please, I want to ask you something. I can't thank you enough. I was certain that place was to be my cold, wet tomb. You saved us! Saved us all! I thought it impossible, but you did it! We were kept hostage to control our families and the Steel Watch Foundry, to keep them building Gortash's death machines. Please. They need to know what happened here. They have no reason to obey Gortash anymore. If they rebel, it'll put a dent in Gortash's steel might. Gond smiles on me this day. Thank you.
I need a quick word.
Your world's heir. I never imagined missing its feeling on my skin. Curious. I owe you a great debt, Sunchild. One I shall repay. When I return to the surface, I will alert my colleagues at the Society. Find me there, and I will offer you what aid I can against this evil.
You were to administer Umberlee's justice. Instead, you conspire with the abomination. He who sickened the harbor with blood so black, the sea itself chokes.
Gods, they're nuts. You have to help me.
Step out of the way. Protect him, and Umberlee will swallow you whole. Your lies won't save you. Give us the abomination or be counted as his ally.
What? Mate, you've got to be kidding.
Come quietly. The Sea Queen will judge you.
I surrender, all right. You wouldn't hurt a harmless man, right? And you. Thanks for nothing, prick.
It's over! It's finally over! We're safe!
Submersible's broken. Can't seem to turn it on.
Sharp as ever.
All right. What now? First in my heart.
Father will be waiting in camp. It's about time we talked.
First you cleave my heart in twain, now you shatter it to pieces. My son a monster, twisted beyond recognition. To think my blood flows through those veins. Is this my fate? To be freed from Gortash's hell, only to be trapped in yours?
It isn't what you think. It never was.
You turned your back on me, on your city, to chase the she-devil and her power. She stinks up the place even now. It is exactly what I think.
Ravengard's tadpole clenches as your memories and wills flow into him.
My tears wounds. I'm in your mind.
The Grand Duke sees Mizora and her infernal sisters. He sees the agony in Will's face as an impossible choice is set before him.
No. My son.
The past becomes present, and Will's thoughts are laid bare. Ravengard sees Will partnering with Mizora to defeat Tiamat's cultists before they could lay siege to Baldur's Gate, and he sees everything beyond. The Nautiloid journey, the perilous path to Moonrise, the astral prism, and the Emperor within.
Will.
Everything I did for Baldur's Gate. I did for you.
All too right. My son. You sold your soul to save Baldur's Gate, and I cast you out for it. You gave yourself to the Hell's eternal fire so I might walk free. By the gods. Can you ever forgive me?
There's nothing to forgive. You wanted to protect the city. I only ever wanted the same.
You are a better man than most, and a better son than I deserve. I'll yet make amends, but my duty is first and foremost to the city and its people. There's something I must ask of you. Before I was captured, I was on a mission. Returning from Elturel, I discovered the plans of the Absolutists. I immediately realized the city couldn't defend itself against such an army. I didn't despair, because the city has a secret guardian, a worm that sleeps beneath. He can be called upon in times of great need. This is such a time. You've been trained in the ways of the great champions and proven to be one of them. The worm will answer your call. You must seek him out. A bronze dragon, yes. He sleeps beneath us even now, awaiting a hero to rouse him. The worm goes by many names. Ansur, the waiting storm, the heart of the gate. He promised Baldur he'd protect the city if ever its existence was threatened, but just the once. Since then, the city has faced countless threats, but we always overcame. There was never a need to call on the worm. Until now. The Absolute is the greatest threat Baldur's Gate ever faced. The worm must be awakened, and the task falls to you. Take this. The legend of Ansur. An ancient epic, ill-remembered, dismissed as a mere tale. Let it set the path before you. The legend has it that Ansur will only answer to a proven hero of the city. Until a moment ago, I thought that was me. But is he who rejects his own child a hero? What of he who calls his brave son a monster? You showed me the truth. You showed me that I was the one who turned his back. You showed me that Will may be the future of Baldur's Gate, and well beyond it.
Baldur's Gate stands on the brink of the abyss. My father was clear. We awaken the worm and take back the city.
Will, you are more valorous than Baldur himself. May the city know the truth of my only son. Pride of Ravengard. Pride of Baldur's Gate.
moving ahead.
We'll finish what my father couldn't. We'll awaken Ansur, the heart of the gate. I disappointed him once. I won't do it again. Go on, read the legend of Ansur. Then we can plan our next steps. It's complicated. There's the joy of reconciliation, the relief of forgiveness, and the anxiety of new expectation. It's a flurry of emotion. I'm not sure how to make sense of it. Joy. To my father, I was only ever a boy. Incredible that he can see the man I became. Once all this is ended, once we've crushed the brain and freed the people, I could once more call Baldur's Gate home. Whether I return there, well, only time will tell.
I bet you're pleased with yourself. Saving Ravengard and making a fool out of me in a single swoop. Go on, do your gloating. You've earned it.
Damn right I did. My father is safe and my chains are broken.
Indeed. A bargain's a bargain. And the man who skirts a sworn pact is living on borrowed time. For now, you've tipped the scales in your favor. But all it takes is a whisper for me to tip them back. Why look for hidden meaning when the words are laid so bare? Besides, now is a time of celebration. I am sure you and Duke Ravengard have plenty to talk about. Yes, let's.
Soldier? Soldier?
You sleep, but the wicked don't. Someone is here to disturb your rest.
Get the hells away from me!
Peace, brother. We're here to take you home.
The Master needs all 7 of us for the ceremony. Come with us and be reborn. We'll live again.
The right. The Master needs him. He must attend.
Oh, I'm well aware of what the Master needs. But don't we deserve better?
Better? What do you mean, better?
After all these centuries of torment, I know what you all want. More than power. More than to walk in the sun. You want to see him dead. The right of profane ascension will be mine. And he won't see a scrap of its glory. I am going to complete the ritual as the Ascendant, and then I am going to kill him! This is your chance. Stand with me. Name me your new master. We will get our revenge. And you will all live again.
His liar's smile spells danger. He knows full well that his kin will die in the ritual. But if any of the bearers of the scar die before the ritual begins, he will lose his chance to perform the rite himself. He needs them to run willingly to their deaths, thinking they stand a chance against their master.
I'm doing what I have to. I can't be what you want to see in me.
Die in the ritual? Whatsoever are you speaking of? We are going to cheat undeath. The Master doesn't need to lie to us. He controls us, fully. Why go through the trouble of giving us hope?
Because it's more cruel. Shit, we're doomed. All right. What do you need from us? We'll help you.
The bonds hold. He owns us. We have no choice. We must obey. Get out of here, Astarion, before...
Count on me.
What a mess. Well, at least you've met my family now. What does it matter? There's only 6 of them, and they are vampire spawn. No one ever looked out for me. No one ever said a kind thing to me. You're the only one. Other people don't have a heart like you. You're... you. No one is like that. You say, as a mind flayer thrall who spends their lives sorting out other people's problems. But perhaps there's something in what you say.
Let's get going. These boots have seen everything. Ah, cursed to put my hands on everything. But what's this of a true hero's spark?
Safest place in the city, too.
It is pleasurable to see you. Your intervention within the cult's underwater complex was a timely one. I am glad my carelessness did not cost the life of Duke Ravengard. That you also saved me was unexpected. My meeting with you led me to a most unsettling conclusion. That my kind had begun to exert influence through this cult of the Absolute. I felt illicit interference would not be conducive to this plane's survival. I sought out other infected individuals to ascertain the truth of my hypothesis. Unfortunately, I strayed too close. I was captured and transported to the prison in which you found me. There, I saw Gortash and his followers inflict cruelties far beyond any I witnessed in the Underdark. I am grateful that you were spared such a merciless fate. I too feel some warmth at your presence. Your inclination to generosity is an admirable quality, one I wish to reciprocate. Blurg and I have consulted on the matter of your reward. We first thought to ask the denizens of the Underdark for their aid in fighting the cult. Alas, our influence there remains negligible. Instead, we have selected a series of items from the Society's vaults. Given my kind's involvement in creating this evil, it is only right that I do my part in helping you defeat it, or at least improving your odds.
Omeluum tells me I have you to thank for its safe return. We know the risks when we go out into the field, but to lose my friend in such a way would have been most disheartening. If there's any conclusion to be drawn from this, I think it's that Omeluum and I are safest back in the Underdark. Our research there must continue. We may not be able to fight on the front lines as you do, but we may yet do some good for those who call it home. We'll depart when this absolute army is defeated. I understand you are involved in the matter. I hope our gifts will provide you with some meaningful assistance in fighting the evil Omeluum uncovered. Do let us know how you get on. So you're escaping. With haste. Can't risk being in the open view with a flick of the wrist. What path lies before me?
Labor is the lifeblood of every city. Baldur's Gate would perish without its workers.
You don't have permission to be here. You're about to be ejected. You've been granted free passage. What you do with that privilege is up to you. You've been seen re-entering a forbidden area. Apparently it's becoming rather tiresome.
Still breathing, despite everything.
You've wandered into a forbidden area. You sense it might be time to leave. Congratulations, you've convinced them to give you access. Now what? You don't have permission to be here. You're about to be ejected.
Breathe quiet. Move with care. Never wanted the easy path. I wonder what's past this.
You have beaten and tormented us to the brink of insanity. You cut out my eyes, but we will bow no more. Gondians! Rip the motivator from this bastard's hands! For Gond!
Never a dull moment.
Prinsky's motivation sequence activated.
No! The motivator! Deactivate it! Hurry!
That was close.
Another one down.
No time for mercy. Another step forward.
Did you see what happened? Is my little girl... Is Obedia safe? My heart. I thought her lost. I would give more than just my sight to keep her safe. Our destination is the Neurosita, the nerve center of the Steel Watch. Guide me there, and I'll do the rest. My fellow Gondians, flee this prison. We're bringing this place down.
No one's stopped me yet. Right tool will do the trick.
It's a diagram of mechanical designs, not just written, but ridged, so that blind fingers can trace out their shapes.
Let's see what this does.
Heading out.
Prince's motivation sequence activated.
Deactivated.
Blood comes easy these days. Breathe deep and move.
Prince's motivation sequence activated.
Wish I had a bag of holding. Here goes nothing.
If I've counted my footsteps correctly, this door leads to the Foundry's depths and the Neurosita.
Come on, open up.
Mind whirls as the brain, swimming with parasitic juices, connects with yours. With a jerk, your mind is transported. You look down, your body of pure steel and power whirring. A dwarf cowers before you.
Please, Mr. Steel Watcher, sir. I'll never steal again. I swear it on my mum's life. Just let me go.
You take control, but it is a struggle. Your body freezes as the parasite fights back.
So, I can go. Oh, thank you, Mr. Steel Watcher, thank you.
You are kicked from the Watcher as the dwarf flees, unaware of how close he came to death. The parasite stirs within the pickled brain, twitching. As your mind connects, you feel yourself become strong, powerful, metal. You are a Steel Watcher, charging through the streets in pursuit of a young girl. She is screaming. a split second, you wrest control. The Steel Watcher's legs lock. It crashes to the ground. The little girl disappears down an alley. Safe for now. You catch a glimpse of a busy street through the Watcher's eyes, but that is all. The brain in this jar is controlling a Watcher on sentry duty at Worm's Rock. It patrols back.
Elevator gyroscopes, triple-set quadrupegs. No, it can't be. I hear it through the floor. Powerful, indestructible. The ultimate Watcher. The Titan.
Indestructible? I'll reduce it to scrap metal before the day is done.
It shames me to admit this, but you must face this beast of Gondian folly alone. I would be crushed in an instant. When it raises its shields, strike it with every scrap of magic and might you possess, and pray to God that it does not fire upon you. Good luck, my friend.
Never a dull moment.
The brain in this jar is aware that its Watcher is on duty in the control brain center. Controls is offline for maintenance. The tadpole eagerly responds to the parasite in the brain jar. You blink to find yourself standing at Worm's Crossing. You are a Steel Watcher, a guardian of Baldur's Gate. Before you stands a group of humans.
He said he was Flaming Fist. That we had to empty our pockets if we wanted to enter the city. We didn't know it was a scam. We have nothing left, and my kids are half-starved. Please, let us into the city. We have nowhere else to go.
Your gears whine in protest, but you force your body to one side, gesturing for the family to enter the city.
Thank you, Szarr. Come on, kids. Grab your bags. Hurry.
You are kicked from the Watcher's brain. The family runs into Baldur's Gate, unnoticed by the parasite.
Knees high.
Shouldn't have made me your enemy.
Victory awaits. On the move.
On the victor's path. 2 steps at a time. This is my time. Time to press ahead.
The Neurosita. I can hear its hum. Familiar, yet painful. I helped design the Steel Watchers, toiled night and day on the first bipedal prototype. It is fitting it ends this way. I will bring down not only the Steel Watch, but the very foundry itself. This place will be smoke and rubble when I am finished. Are you ready, my friend? Like the foundry, the Neurocitor's exterior is near impossible to penetrate. However, its inner circuitry is highly unstable. I'm going to rain fire upon it from the inside out. Be swift. We've been lucky so far. I don't wish to push Gon's favor any further. It is time. Let us end this.
The Neurocitor awaits your input.
Seems simple enough.
Telepathic traffic radiates in waves from this semi-illithid globe, and your tadpole throbs in blissful response. The Neurocitor awaits your input. The Neurocitor is the epicenter of the Steel Watch, controlling and connecting every single watcher in this city. Its technology is far beyond anything you have ever seen. You'll need more than magic or steel to destroy it. The Neurocitor awaits your input. The machine doesn't respond.
It is time. Let us bring down the foundry and the Steel Watch with it. Gond, let your hammer be my courage, your furnace my heart.
That was a hell of a show, my friend. Watchers collapse in the street as we speak. And the foundry. Well, it won't stain this beautiful city with its abominations. Not anymore. But it's not over. So long as a single parasitic Gondian remains, Baldur's Gate is under threat.
Enough, Wulbren. Gortash enslaved us, forced us to build his Steel Watchers, but no more. Take the city, let the Iron Hands reign supreme. I just wish to go home and hold my daughter. He'll never find us. We have safe houses all over the city. We are no threat. I swear it.
Please. If a Gondian told me the sky was blue, I'd look outside and check. You Gondians will lie, scheme, and torment this city until your dying breaths. Let's end this!
Wulbren, enough! I won't watch as you poison your soul, and the brilliant future that remains to the Iron Hand gnomes. I thought the Iron Hand gnomes had corrupted you, Wulbren. Now, I wonder if it wasn't the other way around. Kill the Gondians, and you kill all we love. Collaboration, challenge, solving problems with the power of reason, creativity and invention. I still want to believe you're better than that, Wulbren. But even I am having my doubts. I say you're right. They deserve a leader who'll encourage them to create, not destroy. They deserve someone like me. I can't save you from yourself, Wulbren. It hurts terribly, but I can't. Toss your values in the bin if you want, but don't throw out the Iron Hands with them.
This is ridiculous. Iron Hands. Kill this man.
How dare you? Cowards!
The Gondians recognize Barkus Root as leader of the Iron Hand Gnomes, and look forward to ushering in a new peace between our factions.
It is with a heavy heart that I remove Wulbren Bongal from our ranks. You have until first light to leave the city. Wulbren.
I expect treachery from all sides, but you, little Barkus, the boy who followed me from the Underdark, who clung to me like moss to stone, when we next meet, my hammer will cleave your skull in two, and that is a promise!
An alliance with the Iron Hands. I didn't think it possible. The Gondians are in your debt, my friend. Simply call, and we will be by your side. I swear it.
Well, here we are. A most unexpected outcome. I am many things. A leader is not one of them. But no time like the present to learn. And I can't do any worse than Wulbren, sorry as I am to say it. I don't know when he became so angry, so violent. But I'm glad to say I see the truth of it now. At last. Thank you for your encouragement. I needed it. And have done since the day we met. I may have lost Wulbren, but I found a far preferable ally. Friend, even. Now, myself and the Iron Hand Gnomes have much to disentangle. But when you're ready to face what's waiting for you, believe me, we will be at your side. Shoo then. For now. My friend.
Master, master! You have come home to your royal dwelling. But why did you exert yourself so getting here? I was waiting to open the door. Lady Orin told me not to let you in. But I'd never listen to the pretender to your fetid throne. We are unfortunate bunkmates, as she refuses to leave your estate. Every day she kills me as I'm trying to beautify the temple for your return. Up to thrice some days. Being killed by you is so much more pleasurable, Master. The temple is all tidied and ready for your worshipful act of mortal combat. The eye sockets of our graven god's icon are all polished up, ready to glow menacingly as you bludgeon your sister to death. I've restacked every pile of skulls and mounted more skeletons on the walls for a cozy touch. I would have told you so, but didn't dream of interrupting when you were enjoying yourself so. 1,000 succubi could give me no greater delight. There's a puddle of blood on the floor as you walk in. Careful, don't slip.
The shadows fill with malcontents. The murder lord welcomes them.
Shh, shh. Your savior approaches, scuttling in without the tyrant's rock. You are a mangled bloodbrain, thinking father could be refused. I know what you did. Spilled my grandfather's crimson. He was mine. He showed me the way to slice and slit. He guides my daggers still. Did it think it could protect? Did it think it could save? Only the blades can offer salvation. Yes, give me agony. Pluck me bone from socket. Stroke me with a jagged edge until my skin shreds wet and red. You still don't remember, do you, bloodkin?
How you screamed as my knife slit your skull. Your brain juices, sticky and sweet. A little hole, big enough for the worm. Your body, a blood sac to feed it. The favorite of Bhaal turned meat puppet, strung up by the sinews and plucked by my hands.
This is the truth you had forgotten. You were the favorite, the chosen. Orin was your subordinate. You led the cultists of Bhaal and orchestrated the absolute plot. It was your genius, your cruelty, your design. At your moment of greatest triumph, when all the pieces were in place, she betrayed you, infected you, and took your place.
Husk, maggot, a Bhaal spawn, sliding in filth with these pigs. You don't deserve the Murder Lord's blessing. No! The Murder Lord demands one. Only one. It is me. It must be me. Come close, my death's heads. but keep your blades unblooded. Bhaal demands a jewel. He wants to taste my domination. An altar flowing with his own unwilling flesh. Draining, dying, drip, drip, drip.
You should have trained harder, Master.
Think you can take me on?
Master, you are the chosen one. He is near. He comes for you.
Father, an offering of his affection for you, or confirmation that he owns you.
The Slayer form will be yours. Made crueler, stronger. The prime incarnation of murder.
It seems impossible to stand against your father. But you have fought this long against your nature. There might just be a way.
Domination. Slaughter. Mountains of corpses. You standing atop them. You must destroy this world. It is what you were made for.
For a moment, the brine pool of your brain clears. To die. To rest. To save the world from yourself. To accept. To become his prophet. In any disobedience subject to his lash.
It's me. You are my spawn. Your veins course with my unholy blood. Your life is mine. Accept your inheritance, or I will reclaim it. You were made to conquer, to devour. You reject my blood, and so I will reclaim it. I will make another who is worthy.
For the first time in over a century, silence falls over the Bhaal temple. No chants, no screams, no prayers. In the end, your own death brought you more joy than any you wrought on this land. You are slipping into peaceful oblivion. But your journey is not over.
Thou hast defied Bhaal, thy liege and father, and in doing so hast earned a place among champions and heroes. But alas, thy courage was in opposition to the divine cosmology that bound thee to the Lord of Murder. Thou art now faithless, godless, and doomed to wander the fugue plane for eternity. I will not permit that, though all the powers of life and death dictate that it should be so. I, too, still hold some power, and I invest a portion of it in thee, who hath challenged the gods and now liveth to tell of it. Thy fight is not over, and it is thy fight. For one who can look upon Bhaal and oppose him can survive any crisis. So rise, challenger of gods, and prepare for battle once more. Death will not claim thee whilst I endure. A scribe, a seneschal, a keeper of records, and now thine advocate, both here and in the city of the dead. The sole way to atone for thine actions is to do better in a new dawn. That dawn has come. Bhaal tried to extinguish thee, but his wrath is imprecise. He only succeeded in killing the part of thee he knew. The urge that drove thee to terrible acts, the spark of brutality that made thee his. But there is a new part of you that hath grown during thy travels. That part Bhaal could not extinguish, and so, instead of destroying thee, he hath made thee anew.
You did it. You're free. I'm so goddamn proud of you.
The heart of a savior hath overshadowed the mind of a murderer. Thou hast vanquished thine urge. If thou couldst recall in full every barbarity thou hast committed, every tragedy thou hast authored, wouldst thou truly want to? all their names are written. One day, if thou truly wishest, I will show thee, and we shall remember them together. Today thou art born anew.
You fought and you prevailed. Your future will be what you make of it.
Greet the bloodless dawn, child of none. Do not thank me. Trust in thy courage and the conviction of thy companions. As it was, so it is again. A hero has risen from a legacy of death.
Nice to be on the right end of some divine intervention for once. Makes you grateful to be alive. Not sure I've got the energy for any vigorous adventuring after all that excitement. I'll be back at camp, counting my blessings.
Let's have a look.
You are born anew, cured of all distraction. Good. Orin's netherstone is in our grasp. And now we must look ahead to the other, Gortash. Find him and take his netherstone.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Orin taught us some very specific cruelties. Were you not Bhaal's spawn, I would inflict them upon you, traitor.
Well, below. This could be my old chamber.
At this point, nobody can control rain, and it knows it. We must seize the third stone before it breaks free.
What brings you by?
I've been threatened with the sharp end of a dagger before, but never with such a monster as Orin holding the blade. Certainly would have been a disappointment to spend so long resisting the instructions of my own god, only to die as the plaything of someone else's. Not sure I'll ever truly recover from the embarrassment of falling for her tricks, but physically, I'm absolutely fine. Rather well rested, as a matter of fact. Whenever modicum of reason lurked in that warped mind of hers, led her to spare me rather than skewering my corpse over her temple door. I hope we never see Orin's like again. Mind flayers and absolutists I can handle, but she was nothing but cruelty and carnage. Another whose god should go unworshipped. Your new lease of life suits you rather well. What do you and your newborn vitality require of me? Nothing like ridding oneself of a god's unwanted influence to lighten the load on your shoulders. I wasn't sure if we'd lose you to that darkness entirely. I'm glad to know you found your way back to us.
You're cured. You're free.
This merits a celebration. You did what you had to do to get yourself right. To choose the life you wanted to live. Very fucking proud of you, darling. Seriously.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Leathery's magic. Gale may like to know.
Go ahead. I'm listening. That devil Raphael was telling the truth. There's no doubt. The crown of Karsus is what's controlling the Elder Brain. And this is no mere journal. It contains Karsus's original plans for the crown's construction. His designs for godhood. Not exactly. It was what he did with it that sealed his fate, and, for a time, that of magic itself. The crown was merely the means. The book states that the crown and netherstones were originally one construct, seemingly sundered at the moment of Karsus's downfall. If we can collect the crown's setting and the 3 netherstones, and with the correct invocation of certain spells and gestures detailed in these notes, I think I could reforge it. To every end you can imagine, and 1,000 more beyond. Just think of it. The power of the gods in mortal hands at last would be free of doctrine and dogma, confined only by the limits of our imaginations. I promise you, the gods will never grant us such a blessing, no matter how much we worship and adore them. I don't know. Ao does not look kindly on gods meddling in mortal affairs. She may have no choice but to stand by and let events unfold. Even with the fate of the world at stake, she had little more to offer me than the means of blowing myself up at a more convenient time. She's done nothing to help us. Mistra wanted the brain obliterated because of this crown. She fears a world in which such power is beyond her control, ready to be claimed by Karsus's successor. Neither of us can know what truly may be if we don't at least try. Potential is nothing in itself. Just a fleeting dream unless we drag it into the waking world. Please, at least think on it. Powerful as he was, Carsus lacks some advantages I can lay claim to. I know Mystra intimately, and I carry a fragment of the weave itself within my body. Carsus achieved many things, but he never managed that. A long road lies ahead before the crown comes into our possession. All I ask for now is that you do not dismiss this possibility out of hand. Please, at least think on it. I see. I suppose I am asking you to take a leap of faith even the most loyal of companions might struggle to land gracefully. Spent so long feeling inferior, shut out from my destiny over such a simple act of youthful enthusiasm. Perhaps I got carried away with the thought this crown could give me back what Mystra took. Cure me, even. That's all I ask. For now, we've learned all we can. Whatever comes of this, we cannot allow the crown to be reforged in Raphael's image. A devil wielding the might of Carsus. It would be the end of everything. Elminster?
Oh, hello, my boy. No, don't mind me. I'm just enjoying a lungful of Baldurian air. Yes, a distinctive aroma, though perhaps not one worthy of bottling. I hear you've been browsing in the most esteemed of Emporium's sorcerous sundries. Indulge my curiosity. What wonders did you discover there? I trusted he would be sensible enough to exercise caution in this matter and to seek the truth. By now, you are aware of the evil we are up against. Carsus' pestilent crown, the very tool with which its eponymous creator unmade an empire and magic itself. Perhaps now you understand what is at stake here, my boy. Though what Mystra asked of you was extreme, it was not without merit, nor demanded lightly.
What are you saying? Or rather, what are you not saying?
Mystra knows you defied her, Gale. Well, of course she knows. She's Mystra. She bids you come to her holy shrine in the Stormshore Tabernacle. There, she will grant you an audience at last.
No hope is gone, or so it seems, but game's not over yet. New cards are drawn.
I see remaining optimistic is my duty. Especially when I'm not the one being asked to do the seemingly impossible. Trust in yourself. Trust in the weave, if you are willing. Trust in Mystra. There is a conclusion yet to be written in this sorry tale, Gale of Waterdeep. And yours is the quill that will write it.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.
Another letter from Orin.
Ah, ally mine. We are reunited once more. I was just regaling sweet Isabel with tales of our prowess.
Very impressive. Thank you for helping Aelin. That wizard sounded absolutely dastardly.
He did, and it came. Now, my friend, bask in your victory. I will do the same. My darling, we must inform our friend of our news.
Indeed. I've scouted a Selûnite enclave outside the city. They faced the Absolute's armies and come out battered and bruised. Aelin and I will go to them, provide what help we can.
But fear not. When the time comes for you to face the foe of foes, Isabel and I will stand by your side.
We wouldn't miss it. Not for anything.
Go well, friend. We will see you soon. And with our great powers combined, this city will be saved.
Mistra wants to meet Gale. Impressive. The only thing a god's ever offered me is a cold shoulder. It's not just a legend. It's a history. Consider this. To Wormway 'neath prison's deepest level. That must mean Worm's rock prison. That's where we'll find the entrance to this Wormway. Then this. With the shock of a true hero's spark flickers, the torches alight, and Worm's eye shall awake a glitter. To open the way, we'll need to spark torches. This dragon Ansor was Baldur's ally. We'd be fools to let him sleep while the Dead Three's chosen raised the city. I'm so glad to hear it. If I had a bottle of dragon dew, I'd open it in your honor. Are you sure? The blade stands at the ready. And just when things were warming up.
Poor Gale. I hope he knows that a goddess abandoning him needn't be the end. I know from experience. Good. I knew you had what it took to quieten your demons. I'd hate to have lost the real you. All right, some company wouldn't hurt on the road, especially if there's trouble.
I couldn't help overhearing what Elminster said to Gale. Not every day a god asks for a chat.
Hey, maybe I'm invited too. I can be the muscle. Ah, come on. You don't mean that. Ah, fine. I'll be here eating dirt or whatever.
Well done again on besting Bhaal and all that. It was very twee.
Especially the part where that poor excuse for a skeleton waved his magic wand and made it all better. Yes, you were so very scary. I knew you had that sweet heart all along. I was alarmed by you sometimes, scandalized even. But somehow, by your side, I still only ever saw you. The thing that will decide my fate forevermore. Yes, it's been on my mind. Why? Well, in theory, it's simple. Destroy Cazador, stop ritual. That's assuming we want to stop the ritual. What? I've obviously thought about it. If I was the one who completed the ritual, I'd have such power. And I could walk in the sun without fear I'd turn into a mind flare. I don't relish it, but my siblings lured thousands of people to their deaths over the years. I doubt Baldur's Gate would miss them. Of course, I don't even know if I could complete the ritual. It may be impossible, but it certainly is tempting. Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on.
The mother of all magic, they say. Let us hope Mystra brings Gale good fortunes. You have vanquished the Slayer, as I knew you would. You are strong. You are mighty. You are you. Are you sure that's the best course of action? Confirmed. Until then, I remain at the ready.
So all it took to get Mystra's attention was to learn how to reforge an artifact that once destroyed her. It's obvious when you stop to think about it. Well, I doubt it's an apology for asking me to die on her behalf. Whatever it is. If it's important enough to send Elminster, we can be damn sure she's serious. This is a conversation that's long overdue on both sides. I owe it to her to hear her out. Come what may afterwards. After you. How can I help? I regret many things in my life. Choosing to be here, intact and unexploded, is not one of them. For now, to have a few more days in your company, no. I wouldn't change a thing. I've often asked myself the same question, and never really found a satisfactory answer. You clearly see something in me that I can't. The wisdom and intelligence required to overcome almost insurmountable odds, perhaps? Or the stupidity required to attempt it. I take it as a compliment either way. You don't get to be 13 centuries old without becoming a sound judge of character. And cheese, apparently. With pleasure. Lead on.
Common sense can't sway them. Perhaps a publicity disaster.
only a couple
Not
of
too down market of an establishment for you, I hope, Gale.
Not at all. Why? Some of the finest artists and musicians began their career amidst stale beer and sticky floors. Oh, there is poetry to be found in even the dingiest of homes.
Ooh, remind me not to attend any poetry recitals with you.
My fearsome cat, the mid-squeeze beavers.
Place. Why does it remind me of Auntie Ethel's home?
Gonna dig.
That's a friendly-looking shadow. Light on my feet. All right. With a flick of the wrist.
No, Petal. That wasn't very polite. Did you think you were the first? That I didn't plan for it, Petal? That said, I'm shocked and appalled, Petal. I can't believe you tried to gush me out in the open like that. After all, it's not just me anymore. I'm What is it they say? Eating for two. I gobbled myself up a sweet little girl, and she was so very tasty. Venra sits in my belly, growing fat with power. In time, I'll vomit her up and have myself a fresh young hag to train. I have you beat, so do the heroic thing. Die.
If she dies, she's taking the child with her.
Yes.
If I wanted my growth thing to petal, it wouldn't be you I'd call. Those fungi are worth 1,000 of you peasant. What did you... Stay down, Venra! Oh! No! Stay down! Ah! You cost me a fresh young hag. I'm going to paint the wall with your guts, you little shit stain.
Best be on my way. No traps, please. That might be worth a look. I should speak up.
I've raided warships, fought every beastie the sea can throw at you. And I've never flinched. Not once. But Ethel? Umberly's tits. She snapped her fingers and had me. I would have died for her. Wanted to. Then you showed up. Armed to the teeth. You could have killed me. Been right to. But you didn't. You have an old captain's thanks. You're welcome in the Maid. Anytime. The old girl is as much your home as she is mine. And I'll gut anyone who says otherwise.
Auntie has my baby! Where is he? Where is my baby?
Auntie! Where is
Have you seen Auntie? I need to find her before they come back.
I'll give it a shot. I should get started.
Puke on your uniform.
Here's a tip. Latest Baldur's Mouth edition. Oh, dynamite.
Opportunists.
What if it doesn't work?
We keep going until it does work. They'll give in soon enough. Once their coffers run empty.
Oi! Myrina's been looking for you. Best speak to her sharpish.
She's dead, isn't she? Ethel is dead.
Yes! Fuck you, Ethel, you miserable old bat! Fuck you for telling me I'd be an awful mom. That was nothing but a pregnant half-wit. Oh, and the girl? You saved her too, right? Oh, thank the gods! You hear that, Connor? Ethel is dead.
Oh, you didn't change back? You're still a zombie. I thought with Ethel gone... Never mind. I'll find another way to turn you back. Somehow. I know. Damn it. I know. Connor. I love you. I've loved you since we were kids. And you picked me bluebells and asked me to the summer fair. But you're gone. And this thing isn't you. Not anymore. Then why does it feel so terrible? Here. Thank you for killing Ethel. But I'd like you to go now. I'll be fine. I know I'm stronger than this. I just need some time.
He's here.
You don't have to look at it, you know.
Why'd you make it so big then?
You brought her back. You brought back my sweet, sweet girl. It was everything. I'll never forget it. Here. A token from the pirate life I left behind. Thank you
for being braver than half this city put together. You hungry, sweet girl? How about we bake something? You love baking, remember?
Distinct whiff of undeath to this place. Though, curious. I can't say I've ever noticed the same about you, Astarion.
My whiff is very faint, thank you. Nothing a little bergamot, rosemary, anything with aged brandy can't hide.
Closer, spirits.
It's the perfect olfactory discovery.
My spirits told me you were capable, yet you stand in my presence, and Thrumbo is nowhere to be seen. The painter. Yes, I remember. He wanted to contact a tormented spirit. I gave him exactly what he desired, and for a pittance, given the complexity of his request. His inability to follow simple instructions is hardly my fault. If he wanted his safety guaranteed, that would have cost him extra. It's quite simple. He requires an exorcism. I can provide you with the means to perform such a ceremony, but you understand, this is my livelihood. First, you must do something for me. Do as I have asked. Return Thrumbo's body to me, and I will help your painter friend. A fair offer, given the boy only has himself to blame.
Considering an army of cultists is on its way to cut our throats.
Exactly.
Stabbed in the gut.
I can sneak in here. The security shouldn't be too tight. A few charmed innocents, maybe.
This is the palace of Cazador Szarr. Entry is forbidden. Leave now, citizen.
The guard's words are clear, but spoken without thought or intent. Behind her eyes, you see nothing. She must be one of the charmed thralls Astarion mentioned. She pauses for a moment, but keeps her mouth shut. It seems you're free to enter.
So, Astarion, vampire dens. What should I expect?
Vampires would be a safe bet.
Hilarious. You belong on stage. Perhaps the blood-stained sort, with a hooded man standing by, axe in hand.
So long as there's a cheering crowd. As for vampire dens, I'd brace your nose. They can be very organic. Well, that's suspiciously welcoming.
Another guest for the Master's celebration. I'm afraid you're too late. You'll have to... Master Astarion? What are you doing here? Why aren't you downstairs?
Well, obviously I'm on my way down now. So if you could just point us in the right direction.
But you're too late. The doors have been sealed. The ritual is about to begin. It's too late. Godi has sealed the doors and will not open them until the ritual is complete.
Cazador gave the key to Godi. And where is this sadistic old sack of bones?
It does not matter. You're too late. The Master will be so angry that you missed the ritual. He will do such terrible, terrible things to you. I do not have any more time to waste. There is too much to do, too much to prepare.
The door is covered in intricate text, but you can't see anywhere a key might fit. Only a small round hollow engraved with a family crest. It's written in archaic Kozikuran, a rare version of an already obscure language.
There are inscriptions like this all over the palace. Cazador strictly forbade us from learning the language.
You can make out enough to recognize an incantation, but the specifics elude you. You can tell you're missing something, though. You spot a reference to the family signet. The indentation seems to be the right size and shape to fit a signet ring bearing the family crest.
There is so much to do, so much to prepare.
I wonder what's past this. That might be worth a look. Bless us, Master. May we be worthy of you. That door is saturated with necrotic magic. Best keep my distance.
The woman's eyes are alert, verging on manic as she bustles about.
Everything's got to be right for the Master. Everything's got to be perfect.
Behold! One of Cazador's cheapest tricks. An illusionary wall.
It'll be over soon. I can race.
Behind it is fetid little cell he'd throw us into when displeased.
Prime spot for an ambush.
I know you're there, Golly. Stop skulking and show yourself.
You always were sharp, little one. Sharp enough to cut yourself.
It's taking everything I have not to grind your rotten carcass to dust.
Don't be mad at Cody, child. I only did my job. Only kept you in line.
You tortured us. For days at a time.
Oh, yes. And you sang so sweetly for me. None of the others screamed like you did. But you're home now, and you brought me a treat, eh? A new friend for Cody. Not very nice. Not very friendly. Why are you here then, little one, if not to see Cody?
We're here to see the Master. But the ballroom door's locked. Give us the key.
No, it is too late. The doors are sealed on Master's orders. Cody will not open them for anyone, much less for you. Wait! Cody has the key. Cody can give it to you. Here it is. Take it, and trouble Cody no more. Let the Master know I found Astarion.
Tonight he ascends. Tonight we shall see his true form.
The door remains sealed, with naught to see but strange writing and a small hollow. The ring slots perfectly into place, but nothing happens. However, you get a feeling from the door, as if it expects something else. A strange writing on the door glints in the candlelight. Perhaps it's significant.
Everything must be clean.
The door remains sealed, with naught to see but strange writing. The ring slots perfectly into place. Strange writing on the door glints in the candle.
There is so much to do, so much to prepare.
Master not be worth this stupid spawn. Wolves will not obey. Their alpha make them his.
Tonight he ascends. Tonight we shall see his true form.
Master, no more rat lies.
door remains sealed, with naught to see but strange writing and a small hollow. The ring slots perfectly into place, but nothing happens. However, you get a feeling from the door, as if it expects something else. A strange writing on the door glints in the candlelight. Perhaps it's significant.
No one's stopped me yet.
It's gotta be immaculate.
I feel so weak. There's necrotic magic at work here.
Whatever it takes.
I applaud your taste. Can't give up now.
Tonight he ascends. Tonight we shall see.
Moving in. Bet I can crack that open. What's inside? I've seen this like this before. Inscribed on Szarr's signet ring, I think.
Just keep cleaning. Don't stop cleaning.
The door remains sealed, with naught to see but strange writing and a small hollow. Looking closer, you recognize the writing. It's the same Kozakuran script from the dictionary you found. The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door swings open.
You can't be here. No one in, no one out.
You're new. Cazador never kept guard dogs before.
The runaway spawn. You reek of the Master's scent. Come with us. Come to Master.
Excuse me? I will not be ordered around my own house by some blow-in mutt.
We bring you to him. We get his favor.
Over here. Where do I go from here? One day I'll catch a break. Blood follows me everywhere.
Did your idiot mother betroth you? And what for you? Odor, mayhaps. Your body's a temple to an idiot god.
Here we go.
Stand on a clean metal platform, a beautiful but antiquated elevator. There are some scuffs to show its age, signs of things dragged onto it over the years, but it seems to be in good working order.
What in the hells? I never knew this was here. This was always Cazador's private quarters. Only he ever came in here. Well, him and the unfortunate souls we brought to feed him. hells? I never knew any of this was here.
Just like the door to the ballroom upstairs, this door features no keyhole, but does have an indentation for a signet ring. The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door opens, assailing you with pungent, musty air.
We're all hungry, Vanya.
Approaching the cells, you're met with hollow-eyed faces. There's an almost physical stink of decay and neglect.
I don't even know what this prison is. He hid all of this from me. And the others. If I had to guess, I'd say they're part of his ritual. But where in the hells do they come from?
You. I know you. You're the one from the tavern. You smiled and joked and got me drunk.
No. You're dead.
You called me so many sweet things. My name sounded like a lyric on your tongue.
Sebastian.
You remember me.
You were handsome. Shy. You'd never been kissed.
You taught me how. And then you destroyed me.
It can't be.
Beneath the dirt and blood, you notice that every prisoner has a rune carved into their flesh.
Then they're bound to the Black Mass too. Bound through the scars. Through me. I know these faces. Every one that shares my scar. They're my conquests. I pursued them, seduced them, and brought them to Cazador. He told us he was feeding on them, but he turned them to spawn. He turned every last one, so we'd have souls for this cursed ritual.
How long?
What?
How long have I been down here? Help. Help. There's no helping us while that monster lives.
That's why we're here. To destroy Cazador.
You can't. It's not possible. And then? What happens to us? I don't know.
Trust me when I say I know the feeling, but you can resist the urge.
Whatever you do, just do it quickly. I can't.
Go on, wait.
We'll be back. You have my word. Gods above. He kept Sebastian. I should have known what Cazador was capable of. He's played us for such fools. Not just 7 spawn to placate the devil. 7 spawn and 7,000 souls bound to them in blood. Everyone, whoever trusted me enough to let down their guard, innocents, idiots, and the unlucky. It doesn't matter. I will need to sacrifice them all if I want to perform the ritual. What's the point? They're as good as dead. I thought they were dead. If they are unleashed, they will cause incredible carnage. They will be ravenous. They must die. Better they serve a purpose. They're in a state far beyond anything that ever happened to me. Decades of hatred will have piled up inside of them. I can't even begin to imagine. We must find Cazador. This must end.
I hope so. Are the gods truly this petty?
Just like the door to the ballroom upstairs, this door features no keyhole, but does have an indentation for a signet ring. The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door opens, assailing you with pungent, musty air. On the pillow rests a skull with a scroll clamped in its bony jaws. The skull's empty eye sockets flare with an eldritch gleam. You feel invited somehow to witness the skull's memories. It seems urgent. This skull is all that remains of the vampire Velioth. He turned Cazador, gave him the gift, and then taught him the rules of vampiric existence. Velioth's first lesson is always to dominate. Allow none to be your equal. Velioth recalls when Cazador reached out to a former friend. His punishment was to watch as Velioth drained his friend dry. Velioth's second lesson is that power comes from solitude. To share with others is to be weak, and to be weak is to fail and die. Velioth recalls when Cazador rebelled against him. Cazador suffered 11 years of impalement because he failed. Velioth's third lesson is to act not in haste. A near immortal has time to plan, time to act only when others will pay the price of action. Velioth recalls Cazador, his lessons learned, killing him in the rite of perfect slaughter. How they both laughed. Velioth recalls Cazador boiling the flesh from his skull, and then, to mock him, clamping his schooling scroll in Velioth's jaws. The skull's eyes flash a final time, and its jaws sag open. The scroll with all of Cazador's rituals is yours. Velioth is no more.
Even his precious rules. Thousands of names. This couldn't be part of the ritual, could it? Guilds, nobles, politicians. If he controlled even a fraction of these, the city could be his, and no one would ever know.
Who stands before us? Is this truly our prodigal son? Do not slouch before me, boy. Have you no respect for yourself? Look at you, crawling back after abandoning your family. You should be begging our forgiveness. The cattle know about things of which they know nothing. This ritual is centuries in the making. Nothing shall stop it now.
That's what you think, you son of a bitch.
You truly forgot my power. You truly thought our bond as creator and creation was all that stopped you from killing me? Oh, you are weak, my child. You are a small, pathetic little boy who never amounted to anything. But today, you will finally do something worthwhile. You will burn, and I will ascend.
No! Stop him! Get me out of this!
Witness the birth of the Vampire Ascendant! Ecce Dominus! Strip away every power if you wish. It will not save you.
lies before me. Anything of use?
No healing sleep for you! Wake up!
Get your hands off me, worm!
I'm not the one in the dirt. One last thrust, and I'll be free of you. I'll never have to fear you again. But if I finish the ritual you started, I'll never have to fear anyone. Ever.
You think me a fool? That I would allow anyone to usurp me, speak the words, and ascend in my place? The runes I carved into your flesh bind you and all 7,000 souls to the ritual. Complete it, and those bearing the scars will be sacrificed, you included. You are simply a means to an end. I made you to be consumed.
I am so much more than what you made me. I can do this, but I need your help. These people died years ago. Trust me on that. All that's left are feral spawn, desperate for blood. If we release them, how many people will they kill? Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands? But if I complete the ritual, think of the power I'll have. With me by your side,
We can save the city! We can save ourselves.
You can see the fear in his eyes, but also the hunger. The thick smell of blood in the air and the promise of power being so close is intoxicating to him. All he can see is the power of the ritual and the freedom that power brings. The freedom to do anything, to be anything.
You're right. I can be better than them. But I'm not above enjoying this.
Is it over? Is he...
Yes. He's gone.
What does that mean for us? What business is it of yours?
It will become everyone's business if you try to feast on half the city. This is just a friendly warning. Your choices are simple, really. You can hide here, living in the shadows like parasites. Or you could be more than what he made us to be. You can choose differently, of course. But the consequences are on your head.
And what does it mean for them?
Now that is a question.
Cazador's staff controlled everything during the ritual. If it controls the cells too, you could decide their fate.
They may not be the safest types to unleash, but their deaths would have weighed heavy on you.
The poor wretches in the cells are innocent. They shouldn't have to suffer just because I lured them here. They'll need someone to lead them. Take the tunnels into the Underdark. Find somewhere, well, not safe, but less perilous.
What? No, we can't.
Just try to keep them out of trouble.
I think we're done here. Let's go. That's it. He's gone. After all these years, these centuries, it's really over. I'm glad you think so, because I'm not so sure. I just feel numb. What I've lost, what I've gained, it's all so much. And God, all those spawn, free in the Underdark. I need some time, I think. Just to let it all sink in. Let's just go. This place reeks of death, and I want to feel alive again.